Woo! Wow, it is so gorgeous right here. I'd like to drive around a little bit and see some more. Road less traveled. I haven't been on this road here. It's just lush. We're surrounded by wildflowers this whole time. We had columbines, lupine, old man of the mountain. And there's a few obstacles that will get you blood boiling a little bit. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, wow. Rock formations out here are awesome. And there's a deer just hanging out right there, just staring at me. We'll see what kind of shots we can get. I can see a long ways. Holy cow, we have some epic views. I could just drive this thing and just get out every 5 minutes and take photos. My name is Aaron, and this is the Colorado Flat Tops. Fun day, pretty awesome. I'm gonna just sort of drive around. There's a road that comes up around here. Could do a big circle. Look like there might be some good camp spots back there. Probably just gonna have to sort of head in there and sort of see what it looks like. It would be kind of fun. I was contemplating going over here, but I did just see a horse trailer going that direction. So that might be out now. There might be somebody there. We're all packed up, ready to go. Those horses and that horse trailer came up here. They were rounding up all the cattle. So I'm wondering if they're pushing them somewhere else out of here. In which case, maybe this is a good spot. I think they're down there still, but well, you know what? Let's drive over there and see what the heck we can find. Why not? Ooh, the flowers are just beautiful. This area should be nice to hang out in. This is the best time to be up here, because it will dry out by the end of the season. But everything is just so green right now. Ooh. It is epic over here. Look at all these flowers. They might have drove those cattle out of here. I'm not seeing any cattle. This is the spot. We can see all around, surrounded by wildflowers. Okay, not a bad spot. We'll keep that one in mind. I just went around the bend on, probably 5-minute drive. I just found some amazing wildflowers. Most of the flowers are in pretty good condition still. You know what? We're up here, we got nothing else to do, so let's shoot some flowers. It is so gorgeous right here. I'm half tempted to just camp here, but I'd like to drive around a little bit and see some more. This may be the spot where we end up landing tonight, because we're not going to be that far from here, so I can really stay at any of these spots. Okay, let's go. We had columbines, lupine, old man of the mountain. I mean, come on. Some other stuff that I don't know I'm gonna have to learn. I have a feeling the rain is coming again. Road less traveled. I haven't been on this road here, and holy cow, do we have some epic views. Oh, we got a fork up here. Oh. This is an amazing trail. It's pretty rough, but it's not super crazy so far anyways. I'm starting to see some better stuff. I mean, we're surrounded by wildflowers this whole time. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna land for tonight. It is almost 3. There's a spot that's just sort of on top of a ridge, and I can see a long ways. For epic views, that's probably the site to go to. There's a few other cool ones, but they're kind of just sort of tucked back in there, like the one that I was at earlier with all the wildflowers. It's just a beautiful spot, but again, this right here is the crossroads. If I take a right, kind of go back to where I was at, you know what, let's go left. There's some places up there for some epic photos. We are gonna hit some hairier obstacles, but ain't nothing. The rock formations out here are awesome. Oh, yeah, we seeing some good views here. And I hope there's a spot to camp around here, because we can see some rock formations, some cliffs, and wildflowers. Ooh, what do we got here? Let's take a look. That's looking kind of hairy. When in doubt, check it out. And this thing looks, it's really steep, but it's not that bad. Going up it would probably be a little bit more difficult because it looks like we got a little bit of loose rock. But, whew. Okay, we're down. We're down. Okay, great. There's a little sneaky pointy guy right in front of me, so I guess we'll just keep going straight. Although he's not too bad. Okay, we're past that. No problem. This is pretty epic, honestly. Amazing. Oh, we got some water. Woo! Let's check it out. Got some mud. Woo! Man, if there was a spot where we could just pull off a little bit up here, I would be down. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Hey. It's just beautiful through here, but it's not the epic view campsite. I think we might go to that ridge. I could just drive this thing and just get out every 5 minutes and take photos. It's just lush. We got flowers just everywhere. All right, we are here at our campsite for the evening. Decided to come back to the one that's atop of the ridge because I think that we're gonna hopefully get some epic views. You know, we were sort of down in a meadow surrounded by really tall trees. Last night, there wasn't really anything epic and grand to look at. I think we're gonna have a lot better luck We definitely need to get the tarp set up before the rain starts, because I'm fairly certain that is going to happen. I'm gonna get camp set up, chill out here. We'll see what we can get. I don't know if parking right on top of this ridge was a great idea because that storm kicked up like crazy. The wind is nuts out there. It was definitely not like yesterday where it was just a soft, light rain. I'm sitting in here because there was some thunder and it was like right overhead, and there's not much else that's taller than me around here, so I figured I'd play it safe and sit in here and eat my sandwich that was just, I don't know, it's been just, making this sandwich has been probably one of the biggest struggles I've had. I opened up the mayo and it just blew up everywhere. I think I'm just hangry and a little dehydrated. And oof, here comes some serious rain. I kind of hope everything out there is gonna stay dry because it's sort of coming in sideways. Looking like there's a good chance of having rain during the sunset, so we'll see what kind of shots we can get without getting wet. I do have a little bit of rain gear, but it just depends on if it's super crazy windy like it is right now, then probably not gonna do it. I'm gonna finish my sandwich and then I'll check in with you guys here in a minute and we'll kind of see what's going on. Hopefully I can get this thing charged up or something. I'm running out of battery everywhere. Wow. Okay, what a day, what a day. Got me some jalapeno cheddar dogs. Unfortunately, due to the fire ban, we cannot enjoy those over the fire. All in all, this campsite's pretty dope. I've got a few deer hanging out with me. I mean, they just come up. One of them was just right behind me. Not like 10 minutes ago while I was setting up the shot. I look up and there he is. So this is now deer camp, I suppose. I was actually wrapping up the audio stuff and I look up and there's a deer just hanging out right there, just staring at me. And I probably was like 20 feet from the camera. And he let me just walk right up, turned it off, time-lapse mode, and then spun it around. So I was able to get a few things, but it was just hilarious actually, because he was sitting there, he's sort of shaking his head, ears flapping around, and tail going up, and then so I would shake my head back at him, and then he'd shake his head back at me. It was fun. I think might be who's hanging out. I don't know. I think there's at least 2. Fun day. Pretty awesome. Sunsets were kind of so-so, but I got some really cool storm stuff. The clouds were pretty cool. It was raining pretty much right at sunset, like we were kind of thinking was going to happen, and so I was sort of hanging out underneath the tarp, and it was a little difficult, but hey, whatever. I pretty much almost ran out of camera battery because I forgot to charge 2 of them before I left. This has been a great day. I mean, we saw a ton of wildflowers. They're just everywhere. I got a bunch more wildflowers at the end of the day. Let's see. Rain in the background. It was just a phenomenal day. I think I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy my dinner. Glad you guys are joining me. Good night, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Nothing like hanging out in the Rocky Mountains in the beginning of summer. Not a bad morning. We had some cloud cover, got a few decent shots, a couple of decent time lapses. I think overall the favorite thing I got this morning was just ran my microphone rig around and got some morning bird song and everything. But the other fun thing was last night, my dear friends were out hanging out. This one guy was just hanging out on the other side of my car, and I was sitting here underneath the tarp. Every time I'd get up to go around the other side to do something, then I'd startle him and he'd run down the side of the mountain. But I could just sit there and I could hear him chomping down. That was pretty cool, pretty fun. Last night we got really lucky with the rain. I think it was raining pretty much all around us, but other than that initial thunderstorm at like 7 or whenever that was, thank you all for joining me on this adventure. We found us some wildflowers. We saw deer, marmots, pikas, ground chipmunks, lots of birds, mice, do a couple of semi-rough trails. But it was just fun to drive around and look at all the flowers and everything. Pretty good trip. Well, I think that is a wrap on another beautiful trip up into the Rocky Mountains. Thanks for hanging out with me, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a like and subscribe down below. My name is Aaron, and we're in the mountains. We'll see you next time.